Yo, 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 man. What's good, everybody? It is your boy from SUPADRE. Let me take these headphones off. I forgot I was all good over here. Like I said, man, this is the SUPADRE podcast, man. We are here to educate, motivate, and inspire the average millennial and and become your super self. So I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Everybody on the Instagram live, man. If you tuning in, just make sure you guys subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you're watching it there, make sure you hit that subscribe and like button and click that ding so y'all the little bell on the top let y'all know when I'm dropping stuff. And a Patreon, man. Hey, I'm creating a community, to we're trying to go in the same place. We're trying to get better. We're trying to get smarter, and we're just trying to educate everybody. And I'm trying to reach the masses, man. So make sure y'all join the Patreon community. I'll put the description in the show notes, or you can click the link in the bio, like on my Instagram. I got my link tree and everything on there. So make sure y'all tune in to that. And yeah, man, it's gonna be another great one. I had to bring the family back today, man. I had to bring the family back. If y'all wasn't already noticing and just realizing what's going on here, like I said, we're trying to get better. What's good, y'all? About the family here. I start Laysha. Let everybody know what's going on, man.
Hey y'all, I'm Alaysha. I have a business called Laysha and Company, and I do custom design work. So from streetwear to suits to dresses, you name it. I do it. I really want to uplift people, just to encourage them to be like their unique self. And what's the better way to do it through clothing, right? So yeah,
I don't like
really,
clothes.
Yeah.
Y'all like clothes. Y'all wear clothes out there. It's all good.
Yeah.
And y'all know Daisy. She was on the podcast not that long ago. Go ahead and let them know what's going on with you, cuzzo.
Hey y'all, it's Daisy. How y'all doing out there? Like
We doing
y'all,
good.
y'all already know. My name is Daisy, and I'm the owner of Prelex Management, where we help small to medium businesses reach their highest levels through brand management, marketing, and just time management. So
Awesome. Let them know where they can find you on that. Let them know.
You can find me on Instagram at prelex.management, as well as follow my personal page, Daisy_the CEO, and get tapped in.
Nice. And let everybody know where they can find you on Instagram and everything.
On Instagram, you can follow me at Laysha_co, and also go to layshaco.com. Like, it's lit, so go follow me.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And it is going to be a great one. If y'all ain't ready, then you better get ready. So let's go ahead and get it. Y'all already know Daisy. I'm put her to the side, put her on the burner, on the back burner a little bit. And I'm gonna let everybody just get to know a little bit about my cousin, man. First, I want to know, let them know how you got to where you were. Like, how did you get into clothes, making clothes, streetwear? Where did that start?
It's funny because, like, it's one of those things where it feels like it comes natural. So it's like I had to, like, think long on, like, how I got here. But I do remember, like, growing up, just running around the living room with a blanket, like, tying it up in a dress and just having my own fashion show. So it started there. And then my mom had a friend, and she did sewing. So she became my mentor, and I was just, like, working under her. We did Christmas plays or different types of plays at our church. So I was assisting her with, like, the costume department. And then further down the line, actually made Daisy's prom dress. I was like, what, 13?
By force.
Whoa.
By force, y'all.
I mean,
it
Daisy
was
loves me, so, it's all good, right? So, I mean, it came out.
It came out good for a 13-year-old. A 13-year-old making a dress, it was great.
Yeah, she was cute. Like, and she was the only person in that dress.
Okay, because it was custom.
It was custom.
Yes, ma'am.
So, yeah, like, even starting there, like, that really just motivated me to be like, I want to do this for people, because I don't know, it's just nice to have, like, something that you own and nobody else has.
Right.
Like, I mean, I love, like, the different brands and the trending and stuff like that, but I don't know, it's just, it just gets me going. So yeah, later down the line, I made my prom dress, and then by the time it was my senior year, so I already knew I wanted to go to UNT.
Mm-hmm.
I thought about doing, like, going not abroad, but going out of state. But I don't know, I just wanted to be home. So I went to UNT. They had a fashion program there, and it was just a good experience. I learned so much, and it really helped like the self-taught stuff, like, you know, develop and get better. So I did my senior fashion show and then graduated in 2019, and I don't know, now I'm here. Of course I had like my own fashion experience like throughout the DFW area, but I mean COVID hit, so a lot of stuff just unfolded. But
did COVID like accelerate like your business, or just kind of pushed you in the area that it was like you were going to be there anyway, but it just kind of forced you a little faster?
Not really, actually. I'll say I was complacent of where I was, and like I made stuff here and there. Yeah. But I didn't really get that push until like this year, where I was working in the industry, and I just had a contract that didn't work out. So that really pushed me to be like, you know what, like stuff. Yeah, stuff ain't really like working out like that. So let me go ahead and, you know, try, like, let me do what I know I was supposed to be doing in the first place. So yeah, I mean, that's how I got here.
Was there any doubt in the back of your head when it was like, just maybe when you were in a senior in high school before you went to college, and you were saying to yourself, yes, I want to do this. I want to make clothes. I want to make people feel good. I want to own something for me. Was there some doubt in the back of your head that you could not do this and that you won't succeed?
Well, the doubt didn't come until like later. So going into college, I think at that moment I couldn't see like what would be on the other side after graduating. I was just in a moment of like, oh, I can go get my degree. Yeah. And because I guess our generation at the time, like, that's what you do. You go to college and you get a degree, and, you know, you go from there. Mm-hmm. So, like, I didn't expect to, you know, go through those emotions of, like, doubt or fear. I was just kind of, like, in the moment. Yeah. Which is, I don't know, like, I was going through, like, anxiety, too. But that didn't really grow until, like, graduating. So, yeah, in the moment, like, you know, I was there, and I was like, okay, I'm going to get my degree, because I think it was just, like, a goal in front of my face of, like, I'm going to just focus on getting this degree, and then we'll go from there. But I didn't realize, like, what could be beyond that.
Okay. So it was just pretty much like, I want to do this, I want to get my degree, and like, you know, happy ever after, you know? But it was the after is like, oh, this can really be a thing.
Deep. It gets deep.
Yeah. That's awesome. Let the people know how you started your business. Like, where did COVID force that, or did you already have a business beforehand?
Actually, COVID helped it. I wasn't really marketing myself like that, but to have the time to be at home and just sit, I was able to get my LLC, and it was like slowly but surely coming together. So I was just building my website, getting my LLC, and perfecting my craft, and just trying new like designs and stuff, just to see like what worked and what didn't work. So I guess like your average story on like new businesses.
You're in the trial and error phase.
Yeah, I'm definitely in the trial and error phase. But yeah, like I think my story is a little bit different. So I just like took my time and just like really prepped everything before like getting to here.
That's nice, and that's going pretty good, I assume.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, man, was that dress at the state fair yours? That purple one?
Yeah.
Okay, because I was like, I don't know if this is hers, and I don't know who puts the second place dress in there, but this is fire, man.
Yeah, that was my dress.
Hey, if y'all in Texas and y'all checked out the state fair, her dress was in the it was in the Crafts and Arts building there, and it was in one of the glass cases there, and I believe you got second place in that.
Yes, I did.
Okay, was that the only contest that you entered in that?
Well, yeah, I entered something else.
I thought you had 2 ribbons up there, but I thought.
Well, I posted 2 ribbons because they give you a participation ribbon when you like drop everything off, and then you get the
judgment
big,
ribbon.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
okay.
I mean, it was a cool experience. Like, thousands of people in the North Texas area, they always submit stuff, and it's a lot of people that submit a lot of stuff.
I couldn't imagine how many people submitted something, and for you to be top 2, like, of all time,
Yeah.
That's
crazy.
that's cool, man. That's cool. How did that make you feel when you got that?
I mean, I was kind of surprised because I mean, just knowing like how many people like submit stuff, and then like I was just like, oh, like I always wanted to do this. So I'm gonna just try it and see what happens. But I didn't know the process. I didn't know how everything worked or whatever. So it was just a cool like first year experience.
That's cool. That's cool. Make sure y'all check that out. What if State Fair's already closed?
I just
But-
want to point out.
Huh?
I just want to point out that it is 1.3 million people in Dallas, Texas alone, and you know we love the State Fair. So to be top 2 is a big deal. You know, I had to ask Siri. I'm sorry, y'all.
Thank you.
And like even with that many people here, would say let's say like 10,000. I don't know. Maybe that's a really big number. Say 10,000 people out of that submitted to, like, it doesn't matter what number it is. It's just the fact that you came on top of everybody.
That's
that
crazy.
did that make you? Did that validate your skills for you?
Yeah, like it did validate my skills. I think in the moment though, it was really nostalgic because I was around like 13 and I did an art auction because I used to like paint and draw and stuff like for fun.
Yeah.
And my mom like put my artwork in. I think it was Allie's house. It's a charity and they do like a art auction charity event. So just remembering like that moment like that and like selling my paintings and stuff like that. I did the creative arts competition at the fair just to display my work and just feel that feeling again. So I mean, it was definitely validating because I had like so much support from like literally my followers. So it was eye opening because I don't know. Sometimes like I go through the flow and I don't know. I don't really realize like what's outside.
You kind of it seemed like you're a little tunnel vision.
Yeah.
You're just not aware of whatever's happening on the outskirts of everything.
I feel like that's an understatement. I've seen her work, and it's like, did you even see me here?
well, maybe for her it was because when she's in her zone, I forget what that is, but it's this thing called the zone.
The zone of genius.
It was something. I think it was on a TV show or a movie, but it's called like the zone. There's something in your mind, and you get. I think it's called. Is it Inside Out? I don't know, but you're in that zone, and you just. Same thing like tunnel vision. You ain't worried about anything else. You making sure every stitch is in there, and
I'm a perfectionist. I mean, I know it.
I can tell.
Yeah, so
I can tell.
so I definitely need to stop that. But
Quick
yeah.
question: You made that? What you got on?
Yeah.
Ooh, go show the camera what you work, girl. Show that. Yeah, go show what's going on. Yes, ma'am. Oh Lord, put a belt on.
But is it this one?
Yeah. You on it?
We had different projects in school. So this is my menswear project, and I made this jacket, and here's the back. But
That's lit. That's lit.
yeah.
I want one of those.
Come on with is this streetwear, right?
Yes.
Is it streetwear?
That's lit. That's lit. And I already knew. I knew from right here on the sleeves. I was like, this is something she made, and I had to ask you. That looks really cool. Make sure y'all get something from this girl. She is making some fire streetwear. I love streetwear. That's some of my favorite things to wear. I just wear the stuff in my closet that I had since I was in high school. But
We gotta get you some custom fits.
for sure, I don't have anything custom, so I'm working on that this coming year. So yeah, it's gonna be lit. But that's cool. That's cool.
Thank you. And I am working on like releasing a shop soon. It'll be like
A store, like a storefront.
Yeah, like a store on my website.
Okay. I thought you meant like a storefront.
Oh,
I was
wow.
like,
Look, speaking into existence.
I mean, yeah,
though.
we're gonna speak into existence, but yeah, it'll be an online like shop.
Okay.
And basically, it'll be limited pieces. It won't be made like by bulk necessarily, but
I get what you mean. It's one of them things like, hey, I'm only making 65 type.
not even like 2. I mean, but
That'd be cool.
Yeah, it's a different concept, so it's slowly getting developed.
We'll talk about it. I'm
yeah,
really
yeah,
into
yeah.
like strategies and how to like put stuff out there. Because in my head, when I was doing music, I wanted to stay independent. And when I put my music out, I also wanted to do, it'll be digital, and then we'll do vinyls. But with the whole thing will be, let's say Nipsey Hussle did something like $100, but it'll be maybe like a course, and then you get the audio and the digital and the poster and this and that. So something like that, the bundle. But I only made 100 copies.
Yeah, so it's like limited edition.
Right. It's like limited, exclusive limited edition. So that's one of the marketing tactics I try to use with the SUPADRE podcast. I try to do some stuff like that.
That's smart.
That's lit. That's lit. We'll get into that later.
Join the Patreon.
Join the Patreon family. Yes. You got a Patreon?
No, I'm talking about you.
Oh yeah. Join my Patreon. Yeah, what y'all doing? Join the Patreon. Look, it ain't that expensive. It's only $5, $10, and $15. But what you get with the Patreon, if you don't know what it is, you get discounts on merch, you get exclusive episodes, exclusive audio, behind the scenes stuff. So you're gonna get things that the regular listener or watcher or whatever you do, however you consume the podcast, they're not gonna be able to get that stuff. So join a community, and you get to be in a community with other like-minded people, because that is my goal. I want everybody to be in a community with like-minded people. We're going in the same direction, so why not? Why not? Yeah, cool. So, all right, enough about you. I'm done. I'm done with all that. But yeah, that was cool. Make sure y'all tap into all that. What's going on? Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and get into topic, man. I'm working on topics, guys. I know y'all like topics. I want to try something, and I want to know what your superpower is. So, and I'll give y'all a rundown like what my superpower is. My superpower, so that way I give y'all time to think. Because I did that with somebody, and they was like, oh snap, a superpower. But the superpower is unique to you. So my personality, I'm very personable with people. I'm energetic. I bring energy to everything that I do. I bring that experience. So my superpower is to be able to uplift people. Bring that energy. Stuff like that. That's my superpower. If that kind of helps. So that's just something specific to me, and that may help you notice what your superpower is. Who want to go first? Yeah. She tried to.
So I actually just took.
And we're gonna use this later, so make sure when y'all say it, make sure y'all remember. Y'all can write it down, because we're gonna use this little portion later.
I'm kind of cheating because I just took the 16 personalities test on Sunday.
Yeah, I just redid my DISC assessment.
It literally tells me, I guess, my superpower.
So, that's where I got mine.
Apparently, my personality is protagonist, so kind of like you.
Okay.
I uplift people, and I'm very positive, and I'm able to stay positive for the most part. There's some days, like, you have your days, but for the most part, I can find the positive in any negative. And sometimes people are like, why are you still so happy? Like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, well, look on the bright side. Yeah. Like, that's me. But also, I can easily see, which kind of goes into my business, I can easily see other people's gifts, which is, I would say, is a superpower.
Yeah.
So, but it's a strength and a weakness, because I'm able to see other people's gifts, and I get so excited. I'm like, you should do this, and you should do that. And I just want to pour so much into you so you can grow. But then sometimes it tends to be a lot, and everything pushy. So, like, I'm actually working on backing up off of that. But I can easily see something and, like, you should do this. And it's like, you know what? I should do that. And then all of a sudden, it happens. I actually have a client where she did not want to be a business owner. And I figured out what her purpose was. And, oh, my gosh, when I tell you, she called me all the time, be like, what you think about this? And I'm like, I thought you didn't want to be a business owner. So I'll say my superpower is seeing the value in other people.
Okay. I like that. Next on deck.
All right. I would say my superpower is creativity.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would probably do it in my sleep. I mean, not bragging or anything, but
talk, man. Talk it.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know, like it just comes natural, but I like to use it to inspire other people, and to really, like, my goal is to help people, like, feel great about themselves.
Okay.
Like, you shouldn't find validation in other people, and you shouldn't have to, like, set standards on yourself based off of like social media.
True.
And that's like a hard thing to like, you know, go through, like especially in the fashion world, because people are focused on like the trends and you know, X, Y, and Z. So creativity, I just like expressing myself, and like I just like writing encouraging words, and just because people will like come up and be like, hey, where you get this from? What does this mean? And it just opens up like just conversations. And you just never know what kind of door like opens up after you talk to somebody, like simply because of like what you're wearing. So.
Right. True.
I just want to add to her creativity. I watched her create a few of my outfits in a weekend. Now everybody don't get that, so don't try to ask her to do something.
Like, oh, what's she?
But
there's a rush fee.
But it is very cool to watch, like for someone to just put something together and just like, I know how to do that, and it's like I made one pajama pants and I haven't made anything yet, and I see her just like create, just like keep moving. It's like, how do you still have all of that energy?
That's crazy. So creativity.
Yes.
And seeing value in others when they can't see it in themselves.
Okay. Keep that. So just keep it in the back of your head. Don't forget it. I ain't gonna let you forget.
I'm gonna try not to change mine.
Yeah, me too.
No, don't change it, because we'll keep it the same. It's on camera, so
okay.
we got evidence. So we're gonna break off there. We'll come back to everything. I wanted to talk about, you know, delayed gratification.
Okay.
I don't know about y'all, but you know, I see things like Afterpay, you know, things, you know, pay now, or is it you know, get it now, pay later, you know, type
like
thing.
Or they'll do like installments.
Right. And just, you know, most people want stuff now. Most people want the fast cash. Most people want, you know, like they want it now. They want it right now.
Spending today's life on tomorrow's dime.
Right. Do you guys did you guys have that period in your life where, you know, because for me, when I got money, when I was in college, I was spending, I was swipe. Oh, y'all want something to eat? It's all good, man. Like, you know, I was wanting stuff because I didn't have it as a kid. So I was like, well, shoot, I'm going to get it now. Like, I got the money. Might as well go ahead. But as I got older and I learned, okay, that stuff's still going to be there. Yeah. Like, all the stuff that people want, like I see people got a PS5, you know, when the PS5 came out, now they selling their PS5.
Yeah.
Why? I don't have a PS5. I'm going to wait on it. It's still going to be there. It's not that big of a deal. Did y'all have that, you know, that experience growing up in your adult life where it was like, shoot, I'm going to go, you know, you're going to go out and do all this stuff in the midst of either building a business or reaching your goals? Did y'all have that delayed gratification effect?
I'm gonna let Laysha answer this first because we got the same mama, so I'm curious to know what she said.
Well, now that you bring our mama up, I think she actually did a good job at teaching us delayed gratification, because we were just in like situations where we'll have those friends that they may like come across as like rich, or you know, they'll get the first iPhone that comes out, or they'll get, you know, the watches, like you name it, they'll have it. And, you know, we'll come to our mom and be like, can we get this for Christmas? Or like, can you buy us like this?
So got it.
Like Daisy got this, so why can't I get it? And she would not budge. But I mean, we, from a child's perspective, like we don't understand that. So, but in her head, she's like, why would I pay, you know, something for this like at full price? It's like, if we're talking like, can I say brand names on here, like iPhones?
Yeah, you ain't getting no money.
Well, yeah,
you can say what you want if you getting some money from them. I mean, I guess, you know.
But yeah, like stuff like iPhones. It's like, why would I?
Can send me something. I can. We do got all of our iPhones out. We're using mainly Apple products. So I mean, we just saying,
Apple,
go ahead and
Apple sponsor us if you would like.
Yeah, if y'all want to, go slide some money. Like, where's money? But anyways, yeah, like when we get when stuff would get released, and like she knows, you know, I'm not about to pay like full price for this when, you know, it's gonna depreciate. That's what everything depreciates. Right. So like why would I, you know, why do I have to have it now? But from a social standpoint, it's like, oh well, you know, we just trying to, you know, fit in, be cool. So I think our mom really did a good job at teaching us delayed gratification. I mean, it was unfortunate how, like, she, you know, taught us delayed gratification. Yeah. But But I think it really helped us today as adults because, I mean, in college, I probably did spend more money, but even with those principles that she taught us, it's like, okay, I can wait until later and then, get what I want. So that's my spill on our mother.
And to add to, hey, Mama, I hope you
Oh,
listening.
hey. Hi, Mom.
I hope she listening. She's got the shout out.
I would definitely say, like, yeah, when we were younger, we didn't understand it, but her teaching us delayed gratification, and I do say not to discredit my dad, but he's definitely we're daddy's girls, and we'd be like, Mama won't let us do this, and he'll try to give it to us. So she was definitely the one cracking the whip, like, no, their room isn't clean, they can't have this, or
Or they gotta work for it.
Yeah, we always have to work for it, and there has been times when people be like, you guys are spoiled. I'm like, no, I had to clean out my parents' closet to get this
I
money
cleaned the whole house
for this. Like, yeah. But now I would say as an adult, it definitely taught us, for one, the value of $1, but also really what delayed gratification means because of what they taught us when we were younger. I mean, I was able to pay off credit card debt. Like, while my friends were going to buy new cars and buying, like, the nicest things and the newest things, I was paying off debt.
Yeah.
When I got my car, I actually paid it off, and I think I talked about this last time. I paid it off in half the time. I paid it off in 3 years. So, and not knocking anyone that's still paying, but that's something that I was able to do because I learned the value of delayed gratification. So now I don't have a car note. So that $400 I was paying, it's mine. I can now buy what I want to buy with that money. So I did definitely practice that, what they actually taught us. And if I'm being honest, now since with when I decided to leave my job and now I have a new one, but between those few months, I was like, okay, I need to get back to this delayed gratification tactic that they taught us. So I'm not gonna lie, when it comes to get my nails done, I couldn't stop that, but I stopped a lot of other stuff. I stopped a lot of other stuff. I thought of what's the one thing that I can do that would make me still feel, I guess, normal from what I'm used to or whatever, until I solidify that next step, like where I can continue to have the things that I desire. But also, honestly, with certain with material items, if I have to pay for it on a credit card, I don't need it because that's paying for today's wants on tomorrow's dime.
Yep.
So
You're gonna pay later.
Yeah.
You're going to pay later with interest, and then you're going to forget, and you're going to pay more interest.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then when it's time to buy that house, or when it's time to get that next car that you need or want, or like just that desire, you're not going to be able to because you didn't manage your money correctly because you're trying to keep up with the Joneses. And the thing is, you don't know what the Joneses are doing to be able to buy that stuff.
Right. So. See, that's the issue. It's like social media kind of puts this image out there of, oh, come get it. You can have this now. And, everything looks so good on social media. And then everybody living paycheck to paycheck, and they maxed out all their credit cards.
Your bed on the floor because you decided to use that money to pay for that Gucci belt instead of for you to get some bed risers or a headboard. I'm sorry.
That too. Who have you? I had to ask. Have y'all ever financed furniture?
Yes. So I actually financed my furniture just because I thought that I planned everything out like I needed to. But I'm telling y'all, anybody, if you at home with your parents and you think you have enough, add an extra $1 or $2K just in case. Because you really don't realize how much furniture costs, especially if you just argue who you are. Like, for instance, with our mom, you know her. I'm sorry. She a little bougie. A lot of bougie. And then turned into my dad. We call my dad and bougie. So, and then y'all made bougie kids. So I'm like,
they made bougie kids.
It's just, we are who we are. So when it came to picking certain items, I didn't want anything less. So
you just want to, like, it's the same thing with me. Like, I have nice stuff. I like nice stuff. I want what I want. I didn't grow up with that stuff.
Yeah.
But like, if I want it, if I make the money, I'm gonna go and sit there and buy it.
Yeah, but you know what I did with that? Although I did buy my stuff off finance, for one, I found a place where I was able to have 0 interest, so I wasn't paying any.
And make sure y'all taking notes right now, because
yes.
she's spitting game,
Gems.
which is something that most of y'all millennials out there don't really do. Like, y'all literally live, like, y'all don't live this lifestyle she's finna talk about, but y'all need to listen and take notes. So go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay, so I found a company that I use Rooms to Go. I'm just telling y'all, when it comes to warranties, don't buy those. They're trash. Just don't buy them. But when it comes to just finding a company that has 0 interest, so you can only pay for what that particular product costs, like, and not adding the interest. Because before you know it, you could be paying like $100 extra on that card, but you're like, well, why isn't it going down? Because of the interest. And there's like an interest date on it where you need to pay it before the interest hits.
Yeah.
Otherwise, that extra money is going to the interest. It's not going to the product.
Yeah.
So, say this to say, pick a company with 0 interest for a good amount of time, and then recognize what that is. If it says 24 months, I'm gonna need y'all to count. That's 2 years. You have 2 years to pay this off. After that, all the interest that you accrued over that 2 years that you did not pay off will be tacked on to it. So make sure that you pay your stuff off within that 2 years, and make that a priority. Okay, can you go out with your friends and stuff? Yes. But do you have to go out with them every day? No. Pay your furniture off, or anything else that you get. So although I had to finance some stuff, I made sure that I paid it off before the promo day ended, because honestly, when it comes to finance and credit, it's either you're gonna win them or they're gonna win you. It's a game. Make sure that you understand the game and you can play it well.
Yep.
So okay, I'm done.
Yeah, I was taking notes. I was taking notes. Well, no,
I
was writing something down, because that was my kind of mindset with delayed gratification. I do now, but they're different. But I didn't have a credit card for a long time. Mainly because I couldn't get one. When I got my car, I paid cash. I was really with not having, because you're gonna have debts. Some people, very small amounts of people, gonna have like little to no debt.
Yeah.
But you're gonna have some type of debt. So if I was gonna have debt, I need to be cool with that. And like you said, if it was something where it was 0 interest, 24 months, that's 2 years. Make a plan. Okay, if it's 0 interest for 24 months, let's pay this off at 18.
Exactly.
What if you saying yes to something, you need to say no to something else.
Exactly.
So if you saying yes to, I'm gonna buy this brand new iPhone, I know I really ain't got the money like that, and it's $500. Okay, you saying yeah to a new iPhone? What are you saying no to? Hanging out with your friends, going out and drinking at the bars.
Yeah.
Like that's the one thing that y'all need to take out of this. Y'all need to make sure y'all say, if y'all say yes to something, you got to say no to something else. That sacrifice. You got to give and take. It's almost like a relationship.
It really is.
You got to give or take with your money, and like just the way you just kind of you navigate around that, because it's easy to get stuff now. It's so easy.
Oh yeah.
Like I have a credit card. I have a secured credit card, which I put my own money up on that, and it also built my credit.
Yeah.
You know, I made sure I saved my money. Unfortunately for some people, the pandemic helped me. It just accelerated what I was already gonna do.
Yeah.
So just in the pandemic, exposed a lot of people.
Right.
And people been, we ain't really gonna talk about that, because I feel a type of way about how people are doing, was doing with like the unemployment and all this other crap. But
to go back to what you were saying about debt is a tool, or credit. Let's not debt. Like, credit is a great tool to have, but if you don't understand how to use it, then you're gonna consistently owe, and then that's how you end up living paycheck to paycheck. Like, a lot of people live in paycheck to paycheck, and I'm not saying, I'm just gonna keep it there. A lot of people live in paycheck to paycheck. Check your debt. How much debt do you have, and what's the easiest way to get out of it? And then because then you find yourself, like, I looked at myself, and I found myself giving $500 to credit cards. And
that's a lot.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
Actually, because when I moved into my house, I'm not gonna lie. So we were talking about delayed gratification, and I'm pretty sure we're transparent on this podcast. So I'm just gonna be honest. When I got my house, I wanted it, and I wanted it now. Like that commercial, it's my money and I need it now. Yeah, that was me. So I bought all the stuff I could buy extra because I wanted it. And then I stepped back and I was like,
did I really need all of this?
yeah,
like, right
I could have
now?
waited. I could have saved the cash to buy it and it would have felt a lot better. So my first step, okay, all this furniture and all the stuff I bought on it, let me pay this off.
Yeah.
So guys, millennials, Gen Zers, if you working,
All
when
that.
you get that money, when you get that bonus, when you get that raise, take that money and pay some stuff off. Like, I understand you want to take that trip. I know you want to go on that concert, but pay this stuff off. You can't buy all the concerts in the world.
But what's like the mindset? Like what?
Okay. So,
yeah, go ahead. Cause
yeah. Okay, so I'm at home with my parents right now.
right. That's what. Okay.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, and honestly, most of my life has been I live it through Daisy first. So, like, whatever she do, I just watch.
And then, we got this.
So, yeah. So, no, but, like, when it's time for me to go out and move out, I know what not to do.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's fair. I'm
Daisy's
glad
just
you're
a guinea pig. But, I mean, if I had to, like, give any sort of advice, like, save your money. Like, whether it be 10%, like, every paycheck, like, just put money aside. So when it's time to, like, start chunking money or doing, like, the snowball effect or, you know, or just, like, make up a plan, because my savings have saved my butt, like, a lot of times. And I had a cash car, like, for how long did I have that car? Like 4 years.
It was like a prepaid car.
Yeah, so it was a 2007 Ford Focus, and I was like, I'm gonna ride this until the wheels fall off.
I think college, like
yeah.
Well,
yeah. So I had it for like 5 years, but during the lovely pandemic, I got home. I put that in park, and the what is a joy? It's not the joystick.
It's
I don't know.
the e-brake.
Yeah, not even the e-brake. Like, you know,
the
clutch,
gear shift
yeah,
or whatever.
The gear shift.
I'm not in the car. Sorry, y'all.
Yeah, yeah, we just over here. But I tried to put it in park. It came out. So.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So. I mean,
Like the whole gear thing, it just you was like.
It came out. So
she really drove it to the wheels fell off.
I drove it to the wheels fall off. But thankfully, I had savings. Like, so much savings from, like, the job I had to where I could put a down payment on my new car, and, you know, just figure it out. So if I had to give any sort of advice, like, make a plan with your savings and, like, just take care of your stuff.
So for people who didn't have that upbringing of being taught delayed gratification or even just knowing about money, what was that mindset while you were going, in college? Still being at your parents' house. Because for me, it was like, if you can stay at home, cool. There ain't nothing wrong with staying out. Now, don't be no 35, 40-year-old person being at home. Like, that's like, that's something else. That's a whole nother conversation. But it's okay staying at home if you got a plan. Like you said, make a plan. Like, what was the mindset during that time when you probably could have hung out. You probably could have went, because you were in college, you studying, you making like all this kind of stuff. What mindset did you have during that time? And just trying to battle going out or whatever.
Thankfully, I'm a homebody. So,
there she is.
So, I mean, I like going out and doing stuff with my friends, but, and I'm not going to say it's rare, because, like, I try to keep a balance, but outside of that, I get, it's kind of a scare tactic. I mean, I don't know how healthy it is, but just thinking about, like, I ain't gonna be here till I'm 30. Like, this is what we're not gonna do. So, like, what do I need to do to, like, move forward? And I'm honestly in that mindset, and I'm in that situation, like, right now, to where I'm, like, building my plan, like, day by day. Like, I'm literally going at this, like, day by day. So,
can I add
yes.
to you? I'm sorry. So, because me and Alaysha, like she said, she learned through me, so I'm glad you're learning. One thing, like, for me, I stayed at home until I was 26.
Yeah.
And which was different for, like, other people. Like, you see people come back home, they stay for, like, a year, and they're like, I don't need that rules. I can do what I want. I've got, like, and I'm like, okay, I see my friends. Like, literally, like, when it came to my car, actually, so my car, before the car I have now, I'm sorry.
Don't tell me it caught on fire.
Basically,
It might as well.
basically, so.
Oh, I was just kind of playing because that was something that happened to my mom's car.
So we were leaving church, and I had told my mom that there was something wrong with my car, and I was like, there was like something with the gas fumes or something, like
It was
like
like
smoke.
oil.
Yeah, like smoke would leave. I would turn my car on, and smoke would leave me, like as I'm going, like like Mario Kart, like where you burnt off, and then like the
It's black.
smoke. Yeah, so that was happening, and my mom thought that I was saying I wanted a new car because all my friends were getting new cars. Like, when I tell you all of them was getting new cars, it was like, man.
I want a new car.
Yeah, so she was like, just because you got a new job does not mean you need to get a new car. Like, it's fine. And so I had to drive around in that car. Technically, it was my money, so I could have just got me one and been like, forget you. But, I didn't. And I embarrassed the crap out of her at church because I drove and I started the car and I was like,
Out of
okay.
the whole family.
The whole parking lot, like the whole parking lot was just lit up in smoke. And everybody's like coming out of church, and I remember even the pastor was like, "Daisy, you okay?" And so I was like, "Yeah," but so literally after that, my mom, like, I got a car the next week, right? But during this time though, like, literally, that was a forced delayed gratification there. But then
Forced
also
delayed gratification.
Yeah, because my
okay.
mom,
I got you. I didn't hear it. I haven't heard that before, but I got you.
So I just made it up. I ain't gonna lie. But all because my
Forced
mom was like,
gratification.
"No, not right now," and I'm like, "No, I really need this car. I'm not playing with you." Like, so she had to see it to be like, "Oh, yeah." So I got my car later than everybody else, and then also when it came to moving, all my friends are moving out and they had their own stuff, and I just made it a point to let me wait because, like, although I see my friends moving out, I quickly seen them move back in as well. So, because you thought that you had everything planned out, but you really didn't. You didn't handle your business like you thought. So you had to go back home and regroup. And not even just my friends, but also other people that I've known. And then, like, our dad has done that before when he was our age. So, like, just by learning that, I was like, okay, I have to, like, not compare myself to my friends or people that I know, because I know my plan is different.
Right.
I want to do something else. And one of my goals was paying off my car. So I paid off my car I didn't move out the house till I was 26, and then I paid off my car after probably a few months after I moved out. So that whole, like, what she was saying about making sure you have a plan and sticking to it really helps when it comes to delayed gratification and when it comes to, like, getting what you want. Because also, once again, what I say, we was a little bougie. Yeah. I just like what I liked. The apartments that I liked was just not, they weren't cutting it. Some people, they
it was booming.
What?
It was booming. It was kind of like down here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I stayed in downtown. So,
okay.
If you stay in downtown.
Quinn came over. Quinn went with us to the party, to the fair.
I said she stayed in West Dallas, not downtown. That's two different.
Bro, that's close enough. I stayed
No,
in
it
Trinity
ain't.
Grove.
No, it ain't.
I
West
stayed in
Dallas.
Trinity Grove.
That's
I know what
West
Trinity
Dallas.
Grove is. That is West Dallas.
That ain't
technically.
downtown.
It's 10 minutes away from my house because my homies working
Okay,
at
fine, but
Chinese
it's
place over.
It's close enough.
I mean, you right.
get what
You
you're
right.
saying, though.
But you can't just be throwing around downtown and deep
I
elements
feel like I
stuff.
stayed downtown. To me, it was.
I mean, you were
Well,
close to
no,
downtown.
that area is kind of downtown area-ish and like.
I'm literally
Over
5 minutes
here.
away from here.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, it's not that far. It's right off 35. It ain't that far.
y'all trying to play me, but
Look,
But-
you been to my house. You see where I live. People think I'm like. I had to ask my friend, "Am I bougie? Am I like?"
I mean,
They were like, "Nah, you ain't." But I feel like
personally think anybody that stays in downtown, they like a certain look and a certain aesthetic, and you gonna pay for that aesthetic.
I just like nice stuff.
Yeah, it's like
Why I
Like,
have
are
to
you
like nice stuff and y'all don't get to like nice stuff. Y'all hate on me because I got nice.
I
stuff.
mean, hey,
Yeah,
you
it's
can,
like
but I
that's
don't
delayed
have gratification too.
Yeah,
like-
but this is my first apartment. I waited. I'm 25. I moved out last year before my 25th. 25 days. Yeah. So I moved out when I was 24 and got my own place. Well, really, I moved out beforehand, but I moved in with people. That's a whole nother subject.
Okay, see, I refuse. I did not want that. I already live with a lot of people. I wanted to have my own place.
It's
yeah,
different.
college did enough.
It's different. It's
I
different.
love my girls though.
It's different.
No,
I can't
for
live with nobody. I already live with my girlfriend. That's already like, oh God. But I got
You
anybody
gotta
else,
do
like
that.
3 people, 4 people in the same. Oh no, no,
I
we
mean,
ain't doing that.
not to unless it's like my own family that I have created. But other than that, and I'm the boss, I
Yeah.
have to be the boss of my own castle. I've learned that.
Ooh.
So I even stayed at home with like me and my mom would butt heads because we're a lot alike, and I still stayed. And I just had to tell myself like, okay, 2 people can't stay in the same place. I understand that. Like I need to step back. I would be annoyed and like go to my sister and be like, she did this, and my mom was going to her like, she did this, but I stayed because I had a plan
And she had a goal.
I had and I had a goal. So
And we're not saying like you have to stay with your parents, because I know everybody's situation is
it's
different.
Yeah.
But in conclusion, like just have a plan, and you can just budget out how you want your life to be, and you just need to like figure out like what stuff maybe I need to step back from, like spending on, and like I don't know, just set yourself up for success.
Right.
I have
to where
a
you wanna be.
tool. I have homework for people.
Give them
Write
the homework,
down
girl.
your needs and then write down your wants. And if your wants exceed your needs, you need to go back and reconfigure.
Yeah.
And maybe pick one or two wants, that you want to keep. Everything else needs to fall to the wayside, so that you can save and get ready for that life that you really want to live, whatever that may look like. And then when it comes to saving, as Laysha was talking about, when you get that paycheck, anytime you get paid, go ahead and take that money out before you even start spending it. Like, that is off limits. Like, a lot of people, they try to pay all of this stuff off or try to pay your bills. But when it comes to what you want, like, they're like, well, I need to go do this and I need to go do that. No, pay your bills, remove that 10%, whatever else. If you got charity or church, like for us, we tithe. So
Yes.
then you see what that 80% really is like that you have left. Maybe you can't go on that trip this weekend, but you won't know. Like, don't try to live beforehand and then all of a sudden now you in the negative because you didn't manage your money correctly.
Don't live before your time.
Yeah.
Don't live before it's your time.
Because it's sad if you try to live before it's your time. Like,
I know quite a bit of people who do it.
Yeah.
I know quite a bit of people who do it, and it's very devastating to kind of see.
Yeah.
But I mean, I can only just help show people and just hope and pray that they do the right thing for themselves.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's all we can do. Honestly, that's all we can do. Man, that was fire. Hey, y'all know what time it is? Y'all know what time it is? I know what time it is. It's fire round time.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Laysha, you got it.
Yeah.
Wait, what is this?
I do Laysha on this one because you already got me. So the fire round is just pretty much I'll just shoot out some single words. I'll say car, you may say bad, or you may say what car means to you or something like that. And sometimes we go off on conversations. Some people needed to say, I got to talk about this. So, sometimes it goes like that. Sometimes it goes like that. But we ain't doing you right
I
now.
know.
It ain't you right now.
It's not about you.
It's not about you right now.
I
I
love
feel
you.
attacked.
A little bit, but it's okay. So yeah, I'm just gonna spit out some words. You do whatever you want. Some people do it one way or the other. You do whatever you want. Whatever works for you.
Okay.
My job is to say the words.
And I'd give you a word back.
You can give me a word back. You can, if I say cornbread and you say, man, cornbread really touched my heart when I was 3 years old. That really mean, whatever.
Okay.
Just whatever. So you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. And these gonna be with some random words. So don't.
Okay, that's fine.
Don't be trying to predetermine what I'm gonna say.
promise.
Okay, please don't
I'll try not
overthink.
to.
It ain't too hard. All right. Close.
Designer.
Punctuation.
Exclamation point.
Oh, this is not one word, but business owner.
Entrepreneur.
I feel like you cheated on that one, but I'm gonna let you make
I
it.
mean, whatever
Well,
comes to my
business owner is an
head.
entrepreneur.
Yeah.
That's why I
technically.
said I feel like she cheated. It's the same thing.
Well, I guess I cheated. I
Okay.
set her up. I set her up.
This not my game. I'm sorry, y'all.
It's all good.
See,
It's all good. Structure.
Oh my gosh, elastic.
Hey, that was just something that came to the head.
Yeah, that's my sewing mind. So
I'm about to say that's definitely a designer.
Oh, okay.
design.
See, and if you don't know, I try to stay within the niche of what people do. I try
That was good.
yeah,
a little bit. I got a couple more words.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I'm doing all right.
If you think you're doing great, I
I'm
think you're
doing
doing.
great.
I think you're doing phenomenal. So
I'm
it's
doing
all
great.
good. It's all good. Bombarded.
Bum rush. That's the first thing that came to my head.
Yeah. And let's go with racial justice.
Peace.
Nice. How you feel about that?
What about peace? Oh,
I mean, if you want to talk about peace, that's cool. But how you feel about the fire round? My
Peace is
bad.
important. I like the fire round. I mean, it just keeps the mind going.
Cool. I get that all the time. So that's cool.
I
That's
like
cool with
it.
me. That's cool with me.
It's a
I
good
always try to
I'm
get the
curious.
brain going about
I'm
what.
curious about the structure and elastic.
Uh-huh.
How'd you get that?
Oh, wait, you said structure.
Yeah, structure.
I thought you said stretcher. So.
Oh, maybe I need to pronunciate my words a little
No,
better.
it's okay.
I'm
Oh.
so glad I
Hey,
asked.
but
It was-
I mean,
it-
okay, if we had to like dig though, elastic does kind of provide structure. Like when you think about your clothes,
Yeah.
and like with pants, like you don't want your pants to fall down. So elastic creates that structure for your pants to stay up.
hold it together.
So is a structure and a base almost the same thing?
I think so.
Yeah.
The
It's like-
base is on the bottom. The structure would be the fixtures around it,
Oh, well,
yeah.
it is like the
Okay.
building up. Yeah.
or just like you said, like the base and then the elastic. You know, the button keeps your pants around your waist,
Yes.
but the elastic is the structure. It allows you to be flexible and to go a different
Yeah.
way. Okay,
There's
look.
room. There
Yeah,
you
look
go.
at
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
See, look the fire around fire.
That's
Look at
good.
y'all. That was pretty lit. So we gonna go back to the to y'all superpowers.
Okay.
They were like, dang, I don't remember that god dang
remember.
superpower. Cool. You said creativity and you said helping people find their purpose.
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically.
Cool. Okay. Cool. I remember. So using your superpower, there's a bunch of supervillains out there. Supervillains being doubt, being procrastination, being those negative things in your life, those hurdles that you have to overcome. How do you use your superpowers to defeat the supervillains?
Ah, that's good.
Yeah,
You want me to
y'all
answer?
like, y'all like that, y'all like.
Yeah, that's a good question. I guess look, we're just gonna go off the dome here. How do I use my superpowers to combat supervillains? That's a good question. Okay, but
I feel like I need to ask how people think this pre-hand.
No.
No?
I like it like
No?
I mean, no, it's good.
On the
Like,
spot is cool.
This
Okay.
is authentic.
it keeps
Okay.
people on their toes.
Okay,
Like,
okay. I was just making sure. So I've only did this is my second time doing it. The last person I did it with, I caught him super off guard. So he
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
really
I
do
think
it.
that's
No,
great.
that's good.
Like you keep people on their toes.
But
when it
I
comes-
structured it better this time. So.
Yeah.
When it comes to public speaking, though, you have to learn how to answer questions quickly. So I think,
yeah, that's what I'm working on.
this helps. Like I hate when people like write down their answers, like and say it verbatim.
Yeah.
Like I understand writing down topics, but sharpen your mind.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah, so this is good. This is good. Okay,
Okay.
so I think for me, like, and this goes for like my life. Me personally, I just want to let my light shine, and I just gotta be myself. So I really believe that doing that kind of combats the villains for me, especially like in a creative space, because there's two opposites. There's positive visuals, like I don't know if somebody's like coloring like rainbows, like if we want to go like painting wise, like somebody can do like something really pretty, and then even though like somebody might be feeling something dark, like, and they create a visual for that, I don't know, it just gets deep into like propaganda to try to put a negative narrative on people.
Okay.
And, like that, I don't know, you see that on social media. But even with creativity, like, I don't know, there's positive and negative. So all I could do is be positive. I mean, that's what I do.
So you pretty
best.
you killing them with kindness
Killing them with kindness.
in the
That's
most
very
creative way.
Yeah. And I mean, it kind of works. And I guess if you, because you like in anything you do, you will come across somebody who's going to be the opposite. They're going to be negative. So I haven't really experienced anything like that, like to drastically to where I would like no, but I know what works for me is just.
Yes, you have.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna give you an example.
Well, yes, go right ahead.
I want you to speak on it.
Okay.
So, Laysha creates custom clothes, right? And so her superpower is creativity. And when it comes to negative things, people sometimes they want custom designs, but they have a negative outlook on their body. And so Laysha will then create something so beautiful that hides whatever they don't like and accentuate the curves and what they do like to help them feel more positive about themselves, so where they have no choice but to see the beautifulness. And I just made that up, I think, but the beautifulness, you know, in them. So like Laysha's clothing is really about like, you know, loving who you are and how you're made regardless. And so
yeah, and I think I am, this is my current like situation, because she did remember, because I'll be so positive where I forget about stuff like that. And I don't know if it's just getting suppressed, but it might be. But yeah, like I feel like I'll probably have a client like that at least like, I don't know, a few times a year. But it's a learning curve really, but I just try to focus on like, okay, what makes you feel good about yourself? We're not talking about that thing that you don't like. I understand you don't like it, and I'm going to help you like, you know, cover it if you need to, but let's highlight the stuff that makes you feel good about yourself, because once you like highlight that, like you're unstoppable. Like you don't care about like what people think, and you don't need people's like validations. So yeah, I mean, thanks for bringing that up.
you're welcome.
Nice. Y'all make sure y'all stay creative, man. All right, Daisy, how are you using your superpower to overcome your supervillains?
Okay, so one of the supervillains for myself as well as clients, which is Imposter Syndrome. And so that's a very big one. I mean, a lot of people talk about it, but you know, like that's like a big, I feel like it's a buzzword right now, but it really is an issue. And so the way I try to combat it is like, for myself too, I try to figure out, we kind of had talked about this book a little bit about the zone of genius, and like he talks in that book, he talks about upper limit problems. Okay, why am I having these imposter syndrome? Like, why is this cause? What do I feel like I'm not good at, and how do I remove it? And so like, you know, you have to cancel out negative thoughts with positive ones. I'm not gonna lie, for me it's a little unorthodox, but I kind of yell at myself and be like, girl, I'm tired of you, like stop making these excuses. You need to get up, get stuff going. Like people need your help, and people value you, and you have something to say, and you have meaning. And so just like I talk to myself, I try to talk to my clients and like listen to, anytime they make excuses as to the reason why they can't do something, I immediately say, okay, I think this is your imposter syndrome talking, and let's really see what it's like, and figuring out like what they like and what they don't like. And once you find, I also read this book called We Should All Be Millionaires, and she talked about this, the stuff that you don't like, you can hire somebody to do it. You know, if you're able to, like, just like people invest in their clothing and people invest in trips and all of these other material things, invest in yourself. So I have some people that they're scared to start that whole entrepreneurship journey, but they love writing, or they love honestly anything. I'm trying to generalize it. So they just love, they have a what's the word?
A passion.
Yeah, they have a passion.
Yeah.
And so they have this passion. Thank you.
You're welcome.
First try too.
Yeah, they have this
the fire
passion.
around help.
Yeah,
See, it does.
Okay.
But
We're
they
keeping
have
it,
this
y'all.
passion. Yeah, you should definitely. but they have this passion, but their upper limit problems and their imposter syndrome is stopping them from moving there. But the thing is, someone needs to hear what you have to say. Someone needs to see what you can do. Somebody needs to buy that product that you have. Maybe that product isn't out yet, or maybe the way that you market it is not a thing yet. Like, somebody needs to see it. And so really just, thinking about what it is that scares them and flipping it on its head, and make sure, like, okay, every time you feel like this, you need to say this, and like just counsel it out. So kind of how I talk to myself, I talk to my clients.
That's how she talks to me.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it does. I'm sorry.
Everybody should talk that way to themselves, because you gotta. Ain't nobody like you gonna be with yourself all the time. Yeah. So if you can't, pep talk yourself up, if you can't, motivate yourself, then ain't nobody else really gonna be able to motivate you.
Yeah, you won't move, and like the self-deprecation, like you're at a halt, and you fighting with yourself, and it's like nothing's not gonna come out of you just sitting there, and that's preaching to myself. Oh my gosh, but yeah, it's true. Like I took these are baby steps this year for me, and even with those baby steps, so much has happened within like the last 2 months. Yeah, it's kind of insane. So
baby steps add up.
They do.
Baby steps add up to big steps.
They're like pennies. You know how you take that penny and you put it in a jar, and then you just keep adding, and then before you know it, you got $100 worth of pennies. It's like, where'd that come from? It's like,
see, I feel like that's how delayed gratification. Like I think of delayed gratification that way. So if I'm like you said, I'm gonna write my list out of needs and wants. And obviously, I'm gonna take care of my needs, and now I'm gonna look at my wants. Okay, I want a new car. Obviously, I need to save for a car, so I'm gonna take these pennies, these quarters, these nickels, these dimes, these dollars,
coins over there,
them coins. And even though that is little, it's very small, and you do that consistently every day, you're gonna watch it build up. You're gonna see that. I'm like, oh, like a year later, I'm like, oh, how the heck I got $40,000? Like, what was that? Like, no, because you waited. You didn't need a car right now. You knew what you wanted. You had a goal. You had a plan. You were saving money. You know all that kind of stuff. And you put it to work, and you put your head down, and you didn't think about it. Yeah. It wasn't in the back. It wasn't in the back of your head like, okay, $5 a day. All right, we almost close to the car. Yeah. I just put it on the back burner. I know I want to get a car. I know I want a new car. But I ain't going to get it now, so what am I worrying about it for right now? Because my goal every day is to save money, put money back for it. Mm-hmm. So I'm doing the money. It's in the back of my head. And I honestly, I'll forget by the time I get there. And I'm like, oh, snap, I got all this money saved, and now I get the... So I use delayed gratification in a way like that, because like I said, it's still going to be there. It is. By the time next year comes, it's going to be a new model car.
Yeah. It really is. And you probably going to be able to afford
that. It's going to depreciate.
It's going to depreciate. I don't buy brand new cars. I buy used cars, cash car. Like, I buy all that stuff. Unless once I start running the play with the Turo thing and renting the cars out, I'll start doing stuff like that. But if it's like my personal car, I don't need no new car unless I'm stupid rich or something like that. I go get a Maybach or something. I don't know. Those things are ugly.
But to piggy, I had a thought, but we're not saying that you won't ever have like those negative thoughts. They always gonna be there. But it's what do you do with those thoughts? Like, are you gonna listen to them, or are you gonna remember that car or that goal and like walk towards there? So that's
what's your why?
Yeah, what's your why?
Your why.
Man, that was wonderful. I had such a good time having this conversation, just getting to know y'all a bit more. Hopefully you guys got to know these ladies a bit more. We're going to close it out. Real quick, each of you real quick, just talk to somebody that may was in the position you were at 18, just based on your different situations. A young lady, a young black lady. What would you tell them, knowing what you know now, if they wanted to achieve some type of goal or whatever, some dream? What would you tell them to start doing immediately, like right now?
If I'm gonna just do it in a perspective of talking to myself at 18, you are not who society says you are. You're not who those negative teachers say you are. Like, you just have a purpose in life, and like it only happens until like you go out and make it happen. And you can't like believe what everybody say about you, because I mean, and there's good and bad, but like you can't believe what the negative things like people say about you, because they're most likely just kind of putting their own fears on you. And I don't know, like those prophecies and like them projecting that, there's the word projecting, them putting that on you, like that's not for you. So just keep your head up. Like you'll learn so much if you just like simply try and step out and just make an effort, because the right people will like come by like when you need it in that moment. So yeah, just like literally believe in yourself. There's like so many people, like business owners, that just believe, like it just started by them simply believing in themselves. And I'm kind of living that right now. So
Nice.
that's my advice.
Nice.
That was really encouraging, so I'm not going to go that encouraging route necessarily. Y'all got it from my sister.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to say, if we talking about myself and someone like me, sis, save some money. Even if it's $5 a week.
Mm-hmm.
If you get $50 a week in allowance, I already know that's not a lot. I lived it. Still save $5. If you need to put $5 under your mattress every week until the end of the year, of each year, until you graduate and all of that, save $5. Yes, we can go out, but save $5.
That's something my big mama always says. She always makes sure she had $5 on there.
Yeah.
I literally have $5 in my savings account.
Really?
Yeah, purposefully.
Okay.
I was moving my money around, but I made sure. My point is, I keep $5.
yeah.
I keep
Yeah.
$5
Nothing else.
in my savings. Like I always make sure I got a little change on you, because
Yeah.
you just never know.
I'm not gonna lie, because there were times, and the reason why I say this is because I remember my parents almost cut me off because I had I was in the negative one time too many, and my mom was like, "We not doing this again." And okay, yeah, you want to go party, but this money is not meant for that.
Yeah.
Like I was,
You live in this is my quote on my first episode. You live in a champagne life on a beer budget.
probably less than beer. What, water? So
No, not even, because champagne's supposed to be, the life. Champagne is really expensive.
Yeah.
Real champagne is made in Champagne, Italy, I believe, or France, one of those somewhere. If it ain't made from there, it ain't real champagne apparently. So champagne is supposed to be, up there. But beer, beer, stomach, beer belly type stuff. That's how that's your real life, but you trying to be all up there.
See, and I say water because my parents didn't even give me any allowance to include anything like that. When I tell you, Felicia and Roderick was
Tap water.
this month, tap water. This is for food. And if you need books later, then we'll give you that. But we're going to give you exactly how much you need. Like, I never had...
And you are hell responsible to keep up with your money. Because once you out, you out.
If Wednesday, you ain't got no money, look, you ain't got no money till Friday. So I don't know what you're going to have to do. So if I would have just stayed at $5 whenever times were needed, I could have pulled that. But no, I spent it all to the bitter end.
It's all gone. Oh, how much? Okay, let me pull the pennies out. 21, 22.
That
there
part.
You go. I ain't got nothing left. Wow. Save y'all money and do not look for approval in anybody else. That is what I took from you guys. So, ladies, make sure that y'all was taking notes. If not, just go back and record it or rewind it. It's right here. Man, this has been really cool. It's always cool to have family on.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Yeah, anytime. So let the people know where they can find you guys once again. Hopefully that they'll be able to. I need these ladies to have 200 new followers by the time this episode come out. I need y'all to
join
run it
the
up.
Company.
Run it up.
Family.
Run it up. So let the people know.
Once again, my name's Alaysha. You can follow me on Instagram at Laysha_co, LAYSHA_CO. And you can also go to layshaco.com and my services and everything will be on there. and also the other social medias at the bottom. So yeah.
And you guys can find me at prelex.management on Instagram, as well as follow my personal page on Instagram if you want cool looks, at Daisy_the CEO. And also my website, I think I forgot that earlier, is www.prelexmanagement.com. Remember, dreams don't work unless you do, so let's grow together and become a part of the Flower Gang.
Yes. Come on, slogan.
That is so lit. And let me give y'all my ad. Hey, make sure y'all check out the Patreon, man. Hey, I'm really pushing the Patreon mainly because I'm really passionate about trying to start a community of people, of like-minded people. Because for me, it's so hard to even find those kind of people. And if we have that community where people, you know, like I said, we're like-minded, we're going in the same direction. You know, we all have our different goals, but essentially we're going in the same direction, and just being able to tap into everything that everybody's doing, and just networking, getting to know people, you know. So make sure y'all check out the Patreon. Y'all can look on my Instagram page and my link tree. Got everything on there. I believe it's like patreon.com/SUPADRE, if I remember that correctly, because I know I changed it recently. But yeah, that was pretty much it. So like always, man, y'all stay super, and we're going to get it next time. So appreciate it, man. Peace.
Also, thank you for y'all who are on my live. I'm glad y'all enjoyed
Thank y'all for the people who wasn't on my live no more. Nah, I really love y'all, man. Thank y'all.
Hi, Edwin. But yeah.
Am I going to save that? Okay, I'm
so
not going
much.
to save that.
This was fun, and I'll probably do more lives. So yeah. It'll be saved on my page probably. So peace.
Faux show, save it on your page.
I'm so proud of you. Can you add